I'm Elliot Kleinberg, and this is Something Went Horribly Wrong, a blog about bad writing and how to fix it. Segment 48, More Questions of Style. In a November 2021 segment, we discussed the concept of style, a question not so much of right or wrong, but rather okay versus better. It's a method by which institutions create rules for how to say certain things in a consistent way. We mentioned that the Horribly Wrong team defers to the Associated Press style book. Now, here are some more examples of style questions. Number one, the struggling newspaper fired dozens of staffers. Well, a person let go for cause has been fired. A person let go because of budget cuts or because his or her job was eliminated has been laid off. The latter, while traumatic, isn't nearly as humiliating nor potentially scandalous or, most importantly, harmful to prospects for future employment as getting fired. Make sure you're fair to a person by making the distinction. Number two, we took a small boat to the cruise ship. Well, this is correct. Both are boats, but the two terms reflect the difference in size, especially when they're used in the same sentence and the context is obvious. Boat, ship. Next, the woman was raped and her sister was sexually assaulted while the niece was molested. Now, this gets into some delicate issues. As a rule, don't say rape unless a person actually was, penetrated. Sexually battered suggests an attack that is sexual and also causes injury. Molested implies just groping, which still is a crime, and sometimes a serious one in the case of a minor. Sexually assaulted is a good general term for a reporter to use if police are vague. Next, the man was extradited from the Indiana State Prison back to Chicago to stand trial on the new murder charge, and his alleged accomplice was extradited from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis. Well, extradition is a formal process to move someone to another state to face criminal charges, in this case from Indiana to Chicago, Illinois. It's not correct when describing transferring people between locations in the same state of Indiana, Fort Wayne to Indianapolis. Next, hundreds watched as a set of blasts shook the ground and the old hotel imploded. This is one of my pet peeves. An implosion primarily is a specific scientific event, mostly limited to vacuum tubes and unstable stars. Usage has allowed it to mean to break down or fall apart from within, but the Horribly Wrong team believes using it to describe a building demolition is just plain inaccurate. What you are seeing when an old building comes down is the building not imploding in, but rather just falling down. It's a controlled collapse. Explosives are set off at key points, weakening the structure, and it collapses of its own weight. It doesn't implode. Next time, why do we pick on TV? Well, they just make it too darn easy. I'm Elliot Kleinberg. Visit www.ekfla.com. That's ekfla.com.